A federal judge heard arguments today over the so-called Alligator Alcatraz Immigration Detention Center in the Florida Everglades. At issue is whether or not detainees at that facility have been denied their legal rights. A lawsuit alleges that they have not had the ability to speak confidential. I'm going to get over this word, Camilo. Camilo is going to join us here with their lawyers, but it also asks the judge to designate a specific immigration court with jurisdiction over all this. Camilo, give us some details about these complaints about lack of access to their attorneys, in the word that I simply apparently cannot nail down tonight.
Yeah, so one of the main sticking points here is that lawyers for the detainees at Alligator Alcatraz, Nancy, are saying that their clients are not getting confidential and in-person legal consultations at this facility that is run by the state of Florida, not by the federal government, like an agency like Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The state is saying that these detainees do have access to remote legal consultations and that lawyers can request those via email. But in this lawsuit, lawyers are saying that constitutionally, these detainees should be able to get unfettered access to lawyers and also to have that access be in person. And this is importantly one of two legal challenges against Florida's effort to turn this facility into an immigration detention center. The other lawsuit centers on the question of environmental concerns. There is a tribe and a group of environmental groups that say that this facility endangers wildlife in the Everglades and that it is circumventing federal laws that actually require, Nancy, an environmental review before any major construction project. The state of Florida says that this facility is not subject to those federal environmental reviews because, again, it is a state-run facility.
Yeah, but at the same time, migrants are still being processed and housed at this facility, even while construction is stopped, right?
Yes, they are still being held there because the judge in the environmental case said that operations construction at this facility could not continue, but she did not halt overall operations at the facility, including the detention of people who are already in that facility facing deportation and being held there until that deportation flight can actually take place.
So what would be next in that case? When should we hear more on that?
Well, the judge in this case actually signaled that he could potentially transfer this due process lawsuit to another judge in Florida. So that could potentially prolong this litigation, but we should expect a ruling in the other case about environmental concerns as soon as this week.
All right, Camilo, we always appreciate you, and thanks for saving me on that one. Appreciate it.